Hello everybody, my name is Farmer Phil, and in today's video we're going to open this pit of beet, maize and straw that we put in last, February or March I think. No, it was April, Father Phil was away. We put it in April. It was the last of our beet and maize, and we put it in to try and keep it for this time of the year for the bulls that went in to start feeding them. So let me know in the comments, will this have rotted or will it have kept? The smell standing here wouldn't inspire much confidence, so we will see. Also, we have opened our pit silage here, so this is our first cut, and it is good. Smell-o-vision, that's just spot on. So it is absolutely spot on. Very, very happy with it. Seems to have kept very well. The only problem being, I need to strip more of the pit. It's open 2 days now. Bulls have been on the diet feeder 2 days. This is the third day. We'll start introducing that and meal. Also, I don't want to cut the polythene because we have a third cut to go in yet. And that's going to be a debacle when we get to put in the third cut while we go feed the cattle. But for now, we're working on it. Now, moment of truth. Is it dung or did it keep? I think it's dung. Skin of dung on it there. There's about 2 inches of the maize is rotted. Let's go under that. That looks alright. It doesn't smell bad. There's a very sickly sweet smell to it. It's looking like I might have to put on the bucket and scrape off the dung off it, what's rotted. And we might actually have something to feed. Let me know in the comments, anyone who's done this, what would you normally do to keep it? Seems to be fine, just that scum of dirt on the top of it. But it looks alright underneath, so we'll scrape it off and then we'll use some of it to feed. For those of you wondering why do we do this, we actually have the last of the corner of the pit is still there, it's rotten at this stage. There might be 4 or 5 buckets in it, it went bad. And the same with the beet, there was about a full bucket of beet over, so if we hadn't done this, it would have all just rotted over there. Anyways, so we'll tidy up the face, we'll get the fork, tidy up the face of it, and we'll see what it looks like underneath. We'll get the diet feeder on, we'll mix it with a bit of silage, a little bit of oats, feed it to the cattle, see what they think. But looks alright underneath that scum. So yeah, we'll see if they eat it. Now, that's it. Where's the camera looking? Now we're back in business. So that's a bucket off the face in front of it. And then this is what's here. And it seems pretty good now. Like, it's a little bit of muck just from the top. You just can't separate that terribly well. But no, it seems fine. Smells good, like it doesn't smell foul. Foul smell I'd be more concerned about, but it smells fine. So we'll give them maybe 200 kilos. 200 kilos into 62 cattle is 2 kilos more. No, we'll give them about 120 kilos, about 2 kilos ahead of that, just till we get them warmed up. Worst thing I could do is give them too much and find out then that it sickens them. So we'll give them a small amount. See, we'll dump this stuff, put on the shear grab, put on the diet feeder. The only problem with the diet feeder now is we just don't have a free tractor to stick on and leave on the diet feeder, so we have to keep taking on and off. It's a bit of a pain. And yes, I know, all the tractors are on the place and you can't find one to put on it. I know, because every tractor currently is at something. So, bit pain in the arse, but anyways. That's the joys of it. You can grab all this stuff. It's going to be interesting to see now that it's kind of open, how the face stays, will it start to heat? There's no heat in the maize that have pulled out there. No heat, not even in the rotten stuff. Doesn't seem to be any heat. How much? Don't get any plastic. What about 120 kilos, every 2 kilos each? Be too bad. Now, you want to have a look. So you can see the face of it here. So, looks alright. You can see it cut a bit of straw, you can see the maize, you see lots of beet in it. The beet it doesn't smell foul. It smells sweet, it smells fermented. If that would smell foul, no, I wouldn't bother feeding it. But it is a little bit soapy. I was told could be some trouble where you ferment beet like this and it goes a bit soapy, it gets slippy, and that people have had problems with cattle choking on it and that. So hopefully that's not an issue now, everything is small enough. But it seems alright. Seems good, like. There's no heat, so we'll see what it's like tomorrow, whether there's heat in the face or not. See if we get any secondary heating, but it seems alright. There's no foul smell. That was the big one. If there was a foul smell in that face once I had it pulled out, you couldn't. So it means we must have got the right bacterias inside of it. Maybe to do a better job, we should have put in like Selector King or something like that to put in the right bacteria to pickle it and ensile it. But let me know in the comments, anyone who does do something like this, what do you do? This year we're going to have a lot more maize and a lot more beet, and Father Phil is on about maybe, if this works, doing a bigger pit. So we'd want to refine it a little bit to try and get that top better. Whether you put an oxygen barrier on it, whether there wasn't enough weight on it, tires and that on it. Yeah, we'll see. Anyways, put this in the day feeder. What about, I gave them a ton of silage yesterday and it's out. So with this, we'll buy our oats and more silage. Should be good. I think it might be 5 spots in it. Remnants. So I'll be putting it all in because I'm not going to bring back any to the pit face. I don't think that'll work either, but hopefully it's about 120 kilos. I'd say it's probably more than that. There's 85 in it. About 200. Over 200 in it. 200 kilos, it'd be 3 kilos each. It shouldn't be too bad. Shouldn't be too bad. If you were to put a full grab in, that could be a bit dangerous maybe. But that's only 3 kilos an animal, just over 3 kilos an animal, so should be alright. Yeah, nice big grab on silage. I love the big shear grab. You kind of forget how big it is. That's the biggest thing when I put it on and grease her up. It's like, geez, this is big. Been sitting under the canopy all summer. So I head into it slowly. It's nice and loose, the silage. It's we got a good chop on it. It's nice and fluffy of itself, so it shouldn't give us any trouble with blocking it. It's good and dry too. About 400 kilos in there. It's nearly off drier than last year's silage. I think that was a good big grab. Right, we'll go for another grab. Right. Silage up. See what the lads think of this beet and maize. Now, when you look away from it, you can't actually see where the maize or that is in it, or the beet for that matter. So it's not too bad, but it should be mixed into it. Now I can see some of the oats. I didn't put in a lot of oats. Could just do it, getting a bit rolling done. There's a bit of beet. Oh baby. No, doesn't want a bit of beet. There's more beet in it there. You can feel the beet when you're going picking through it. The maize, can't really see. I can see the oats I put in. See the beet. Don't really notice the maize in it now. So yeah, I'd say it's a fairly safe at that amount going in at the minute. We'll ramp it up, and yeah, we'll know tomorrow morning whether they actually like it or not, because if they don't like it, it's still going to be in the trough. See what it's like in the morning. This video is going up today, so I won't get to see what it's like in the morning because I'm leaving it the last minute as always. But I'm happy enough with how the pit looks. The pit looks like it should be fine. It'll feed fine. The amount of put in seems alright. I thought in my mind it was too many kilos per animal, but it looks like it's not too bad in the mix. So we'll keep increasing that. The plan will be to try and run out of that pit as the first beet gets pulled, and maybe the maize is a week away from going into them, just to kind of go straight from one into the other, so that you have a week or two where you run out of one and then you have to wait for the other, and you could lose a bit of thrive when you come on and off meal. So this is like a warm up into, that's why Father Phil, if this pit works and it seems to feed all right, could be a big part of next year, to have that early start on the cattle and to have it in them so we can hit the beet and maize running, not have this slow build up and then run. You just go straight in running because you've already got to build it up prior to harvesting. So what the big changes for this year's feeding is we now have wheat. We haven't had wheat to roll to feed the cattle in quite some time. We used to have some wheat for whole crop, but we've given up on whole crop because it just didn't seem like we were getting bang for buck. Where separating the grain and the straw, you can get a more balanced diet between getting enough grain and enough straw for what we want to do. And then we also have then surplus straw to sell, so there's a bit more out of it. But anyways, our 28 acres of wheat, we finally got a cut last week. Yesterday took 2 weeks and 3 dry days, or 3 days we could cut in 2 weeks. So we're down to 20 acres of barley and 26 acres of beans. Beans are ready to go, but that won't get cut till we get some good weather, and there's 2 week forecast is rubbish. So more or less it's an evening here or a dry day there, you get a bit of cutting done. But anyways, the wheat here is on towers. We're going to be drying it, and then we're going to be treating it with urea to keep it with ammonia, and then increase the pH. And it's like what we used to do. We're more or less going back to that. And that hopefully will be great feed, and that has done very well. We weighed a trailer which had 2 hoppers in it, and then we averaging it on that. So it's 4.5 to 20 is 90 ton. 90 ton. That's how much wheat is there. So then 90 divided by 28 acres. It done 3.2 ton to the acres what our spring wheat done. So happy enough. Yeah, we get that tried, we're going to treat that, and then we're on that feed to the cattle, and it's going to be interesting to see if wheat is good feed, good powerful feed. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes. And then also back on the pH, increasing the pH through preserving them with ammonia will also help keep stomachs right for a high grain diet. And that's really it. So that is the pit opened. It's a bit of a, we'll see how it goes. It's going to take how well it feeds, and that we're going to have to give it a week or plus to see whether we start to see a bit of a thrive on the cattle, weight gains before they go back onto full ration with all the bits and bobs, the oats and the beans and the beet and the maize and all that fun stuff. But the biggest thing was kind of get to know in a few days is how long that stuff keeps for after we take it out, mix it, does it sour to feed, and will the cattle eat it. But that's going to take a couple of days to figure out. So That's really it. Also, if anyone wants to come to our pumpkin patch, the booking is now up online. So you can head in the description down below, head to Stewart Family Farm, Longford, and book your spot for the pumpkin patch. We all do bookings purely to space out everyone coming so that we can accommodate, because our car park is only so big. So that's why we do bookings, just to space it all out. Let me know if anyone who does do something like that with Beet, what do you use, what do you do, how do you keep it, so we can try and improve it for next year. Because if it does feed, doesn't sour, and ticks a couple of boxes, it's probably something that we're going to do a bigger pay of next year. Just as I said before, to get that start on them so you can hit the fresh feed full force. That would be the plan. So anyways, hope you enjoyed today's video. As always, please like and subscribe to the channel. Videos every Wednesday and Sunday. That's it for me. Good luck.